Black, bold, and built to last. Black, bold, and built to last. Let me say it one more time. Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna, and this morning is all about Black History Month. The kind of trailer I give you for the sermon this coming Sunday: Black, bold, and built to last. How about that? Black, bold, and built to last. Let's get to it. How's everybody on this about that? Black, bold, and built to last. Black, bold, and built to last. How about that? How about that? That's what we're talking about on this morning. Y'all hear me? Am I good to go? Because I had a little bit of problems here, but I got to get this word out. I see it on the screen here. Black, bold, and built to last. Brenda, I see you got it. Linda, I see you got it. Francine, I see you got it. Jan, I see you. Elder Lawson, I see you. Arlene, I see you. All right, here we go. Good morning. I always like to point out the fact that Linda is Brenda's sister. Now, where is Auntie? Where is? Come on here. We're gonna find her a minute. Maybe she won't go. Y'all reach out and grab hold of her, Brenda, get her on here right quick. Let me just greet some other folk right quick here this morning. Good morning, brother Nesbitt. How are you on this morning? Gloria, how are you on this morning? Ari, how are you on this morning? Francine, how are you? Elder Jan, how are you? Arlene, how are you? Elder Mobley, how are you on this morning? Lenore, how are you? Brother Pope, how you doing on this morning? Black, bold, and built to last. Today is all about Black History Month. You already know. That's what we're going to be dealing with on this Sunday. I'm back in the saddle. Glad to be back in the saddle. Good morning, Minister Sent. How are you on this morning? Gloria, how are you on this morning? Cece, how are you? Pamela, how are you? Vicky, how are you? Gerald, did I speak to you? Good morning. How are you on this morning? Ramona, how are you on this morning? Vaughn, how are you on this morning? This morning is all about Black, bold, and built to last. The text to talk to take away, 5 minutes or less. You already know it. Isaiah 54:17. You know it. You've heard it before. Let me repeat it. And that is, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. How many of you know we're in a situation like none before? Like no other time before in our lifetime, perhaps in our great grandparents doing Reconstruction. But right now, we're up against it, and you better know it. You already better know it. So we got a word for you on this morning, and that is Black, bold, and built to last. The text to talk to take away, 5 minutes or less. And it is Isaiah 54:17. You heard it before. Let's hear it again in the context of Black history through that lens. And that is, no weapon formed against us. It's formed. You see the weapon. All you got to do, look at you can see the weapon, but it will not prosper. It will not prosper. How many of you already know that? You already know that. Here we go. Let me share a little bit and put it in context before we give you the talk about it. We are in a time when the echoes of history sound all so familiar right now. The dog whistle of division and racism, they're blaring like sirens. You already know it. And the struggle for justice still remains urgent. But let me remind you, our ancestors just didn't survive. They strategized. They made it through the Middle Passage. They built this country and they overcame. From slave ships to the Supreme Court, from plantation to precedences, we are people who refuse to die. You already know it. The enemy would love to take us out right now, but we've got to remain more than conquerors. That's what Romans 8:37 says. Hear me. We are the dream and the demand and the resistance and the resurgence. Let me say that again. I'll get to the discussion of the text, but I want you to get this. We are the dream, the demand, resistance, and resurgence. That's who we are. Pharaoh didn't stop Moses. Bull Connor didn't stop our parents. And Trump ain't gonna stop us. Jim Crow couldn't kill justice. And Jim Crow is dead. Though he has been resurrected. I want you to get this. Even though in turbulent times, we are built to last. We're built to last. And I want to give you 3 things concerning this. The times we're in with respect to the text. That the weapon has formed, but it will not prosper. Amos 5:24 adds this, but let justice roll down like waters, and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. First thing is this. There has to be power to the people. Right now, when people are losing their jobs and things are just going completely crazy, understand this. The power is still with the people. That's why we're going to boycott. And I'm calling you. I'm calling the Life Changers and everybody that is watching me to join Jamal Bryant in 40-day fasting from Target. Why Target? Why Target? Target because Target promised during the George Floyd murder in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and that's where their headquarters is. They promised a couple of $1 billion to invest in our community. They've reneged. It's not just about the DEI. It's not just about that. It's about their promise that they've reneged. So I want you to understand that's the first thing. There's power to the people. We're going to fast from Target. You already know it. Here's the second thing I want you to grab a hold of. We got to push the policies of justice. We got to push the policies of justice. And the only way that happens is that we have to vote. Do you realize 9 million Black people of color, who were eligible to vote, did not vote? Who were eligible to vote did not vote. Trump got 49% of the vote. What would have happened? What would have happened? Quit thinking that half this nation, not quite half, is on his side. I want you to grab this, get this. We got to push the policies by voting. No weapon formed against us will prosper. Get this. James 2:26 says, faith without works is dead. So let's get up. Power of the people, push the policies. Here's the third thing I want you to grab a hold of. Protect the legacy. Protect the legacy. Do you realize so many of our children do not know? They grew up in an Obama age. They have no clue of what happened prior to and what will happen after him if we don't teach them. History will repeat itself. So, as I give you this preamble of the message this coming Sunday, when you get ready to put on your African attire and come and let's celebrate and understand what God is doing, in this day and time with our African American heritage, or African heritage, I should say. Here we go. Here's your takeaway. We're not victims, we're victors. We're not weak, we are warriors. We're not done, we are destined. Walk in our power and let justice roll. Let me say that one more time. I want you to get it. Put it in the chat area. Put it in the chat area. We're not victims, we are victors. We're not weak, we are warriors. We're not done, we're destined. Destiny is all over us. This bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. Share the manna. Share the manna. Even right now, share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself. I'll see you at 10 o'clock, one service, for our Family Sunday, which is all about Black history. Come on, let's celebrate together. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. And remember, we're not victims, we are victors. We're not weak, we are warriors. We're not done, we're destined, because no weapon formed against us shall prosper. God bless you. Have a great weekend. See you Monday with more Morning Manna. Bye now.